Have the pad.
We are live.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everyone.
We're back.
Goodness, we are
We don't
back.
have our.
We had a long stream this afternoon, but I promised a couple people that we would definitely be doing a PTV JuLive. So, welcome to PTV JuLive. Hello, Steve. Hi, Noah.
Hi, Noah.
It's gonna be a real quick stream tonight.
We want to honor also Jeff from Dole Whip Dad. Hi, Donna.
Yeah, we want to make sure that we're off so that Dole Whip Dad, Jeff, will have his live stream at 9:30 Central.
It's an educational series on streaming software.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
but his interview with Miguel was fantastic.
Yeah,
they had a great chat. That was really nice.
So all the pleasantries are coming in.
Yeah. Hi, Stacy.
Thanks for being here. Thank you guys for all showing up. And I know it's been just a whirlwind of a day. We had really fun. We didn't really think it was going to go on that long, but we had a blast. 12 people came in and out.
It was a lot of fun. Hi, Rachel. Thanks for being here. Okay.
Stacey, so we wanted just to do this day in Disney history on July 28th in the world of July 28th.
Hi, Pam's fam.
Hi. So on July 28th, 1951, Walt Disney's 13th animation film was Alice in Wonderland was released in the United States.
1951.
1951.
Oh, look, we've had Addie Family Adventures has joined. Pam's fam, thank you for being here. Wow. Thank you, everyone, for just jumping in. That's great.
Just as Alice in Wonderland, a big fan. You guys all like Alice in Wonderland? It's actually a very good movie.
It's an odd film. Very odd.
Yeah.
My brother, more than the film, loves the attraction at Disneyland. Hello, Mike Wheeler. How you doing? Great to have you here.
So yeah, he's not a huge fan, but the attraction at Disneyland, it's absolutely amazing. Okay, so on this day in 1993, now we're getting to modern day times.
Yeah, so at
Taiwan,
at Disneyland in 1993 on July 28th, there was a specific bank on Main Street. It was right next to the Disneyland Opera House. And it was the Bank of America. I'm sure you're very familiar with that name.
Mm-hmm.
Bank of America had a branch on Main Street at Disneyland. It opened when the park opened in 1955. However, on this day in 1993, they closed. This was the last day of business for Bank of America on Main Street. Now, Bank of America had been a major sponsor of Disneyland, so they pulled out of their sponsorship at that point, and they no longer sponsored the It's a Small World attraction, so forth. It went on. They had it for a long time.
It was a real working bank. You can do banking transaction. It was a real bank.
It was a real bank. You could do all of your transactions there.
Checks, everything.
Did you Philly crew? Thank you for joining.
Then it no longer was a bank. It was an annual processing center.
Yeah.
And then it was some other weird things.
For a long time, they did the annual passes in that. And they would also have a spot for distributing Disney dollars, things like that. But gosh, a few years ago they remodeled it. They shut it down, remodeled it, and it opened as the Disney Gallery.
The Disney Gallery, because the gallery moved from Pirates of the Caribbean, and then that went away. And then they got rid of Disneyana on Main Street. That turned into Starbucks. So now they gutted that, remodeled it, and now it's the Disney Gallery.
But if you ever happen to go into the Disney Gallery on Main Street, go in there, and if you see a cast member that named Jimmy, tell him Arnie and Doug sent you.
Yeah, they sell him high.
Yeah.
He'll know.
He'll know who you're talking about.
Okay, July 28th, 1994, groundbreaking begins on a new vacation DVC in Vero Beach, Florida. So we're not DVC members.
And I must say, I've never been to the Vero Beach Resort.
No.
So I'm not sure how lavish it is or anything like that. But it opened this day in 1994. In 1995, the Disney Store hit another milestone. They opened their 400th location in Rochester, New York.
400 Disney stores in 1994. They exploded.
Yeah, they exploded. 1995, 400th store. So they started in the mid to late 80s opening those stores, and they did it in less than 10 years.
And this will be very dear to my heart, and also D&G would agree to it. On this day in 1998, the christening for the Disney Magic, the first Disney cruise line ship ever, was christened by Patricia Disney. That's Roy's wife. and that set sail. So it's an amazing ship. If you're going to Disney Cruise Line, I highly suggest it. We've only been on the Disney Magic twice, only the Disney Magic.
I will say this. The travel agent that arranges for my cruising whenever I do it, her name is Perky. Priscilla is her real name, but everyone calls her Perky. She arranged the cruise for Doug and me to go in 2005, 2008. She was on the inaugural cruise of the Disney Magic, and thankfully it turned out to be rather disastrous.
It was a disastrous inaugural cruise.
They had some serious problems. They believed that they would be able to do certain things in the cruise industry and change things. And while they did change some things for the better, there were some things that they just didn't get right. They believed that they didn't have to have like a daily newspaper, a sheet of paper that they slide under your door to let you know what's going on. This is when it first opened, that is.
Yeah.
So anyway, at that point, they had changed everything. And they said, no, we'll just do everything by word of mouth. Everyone will know what's happening. That didn't happen. So it was a problem. And actually, the cruise had been delayed twice before already. So by the time it got to her going on the cruise, they had already discounted her cruise 50%.
Right.
So that inaugural cruise was
yes, there was a special cruise. It was a special bottle. And Stacy, yes, we just heard about the active shooter. 11 people were involved. It's pretty ugly right now. It's blasting our news. We've been to the Gilroy Garlic Festival. It's one of the largest food festivals in the United States.
So that you know where Gilroy is. If you look at the bay, San Francisco Bay is this long, okay? It's just down here. Down here is San Jose.
We're about 60 miles.
We're probably about 60, 70, 80 miles away from
about
Gilroy.
A little over an hour.
So what you do is you drive down this way, and then you come to a little community called Gilroy, which is about 15, 20 miles south of San Jose.
Yeah.
And Gilroy is where they have the annual Gilroy Garlic Festival. Most of the garlic in America comes from Gilroy.
And gets shipped throughout all around the world. It's one of the
great place, and it does smell like garlic in the air.
Yeah, and it's an amazing food festival. All the major foodies go to the Gilroy Garlic Festival. They just had some.
But our thoughts and prayers are there with the people there. There is an active shooter situation going on there today.
Why can't people behave? These are fun. They're the Gilroy Garlic Festival. People travel from Japan, Australia to come to the last weekend of July for this festival. And to have this bad things, this is not what our world needs to come to. No. That's why we want to build this community up. We need some more niceness. So thank you, Stacy, for, yes, it's not far from us. And then again, Mike, it was a huge wine bottle. It was done up. So we just want to make sure everybody comes in here. And you're welcome for letting me know. But if you ever love garlic and you ever want to come to California, that's yet another attraction we have. But it comes once a year.
Also on this day in, 1989 was the year?
Yeah, Rachel, we just said 1951, Alice in Wonderland premiered.
In 1989, I think it was, someone that, my sister went to school with him in high school, Tom Hanks, starred in the film Turner and Hooch.
Right. Turner and Mike. Tom Hanks is an amazing man.
I cannot believe that was 30 years ago. 30 years ago today, Turner and Hooch was released in the theater.
And for all you Walt Disney World fans, this is pretty significant. There is a famous picture, an article that was posted. It was breaking news in Central Florida.
Thank you, Les of Writers Creed. Really appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you. In 1965, an article was produced in the newspaper because something or someone or some company was buying up Central Florida, and nobody knew who this someone, why were they buying up Central Florida? Well, this lady, her name is Emily Braver Kelly. She worked for what's called the Sentinel Star, which later became the Orlando Sentinel. Well, she passed away today on July 28th, 2003. But Emily wrote an article and put it out there in 1965 saying that, you know what, the person who bought up Central Florida is Walt Disney. She's the one. The following day, her article came out, Walt Disney announced, and they had the big press release with the governor of Florida.
Zippity Doo Dad's going to bed. Understand, long
Patrick,
day.
You looked exhausted.
Have a good sleep, Patrick.
We'll have another group.
Thank you.
So Isn't that amazing?
Oh, Samantha's here too. Thank you for
Hi,
joining, Samantha
Samantha.
and Amy. AJC Magic. I had not seen that. Thank you so much for joining.
So yeah, so that was pretty good. So we can thank Emily for spilling the beans.
Yeah,
She figured it out.
She's
She's
the one that broke the story.
She's the one who used her magic decoder ring and figured out what thing or what was buying up Central Florida.
Yeah, she was not decoding Drink Your Ovaltine.
No,
She was decoding the fact that Walt Disney was buying all that property in Central Florida.
Well, she passed away today. She was a good crusty old age of 80.
2003.
2000.
On this date.
On this date of July 20th, 2003.
Yes.
But she died at a crusty old age of 88.
Crusty.
So crusty. So yeah, that's ours. We know Dole Whip Dad's coming up. We want to hear because we got to figure out this whole software. But Zippity guys, oh, thank you. We do right. I know. We'll have more time where we can bond. And
definitely, there will be more live streams, of course.
But
everyone,
Devin,
thank you so much. Thank you.
Wouldn't you like to take a cruise on the Queen Mary 2 from New York to Hamburg, Germany?
Oh, I'm all about that.
I do. I'm ready to go on another cruise.
Yeah, and it is one of the most luxurious cruise ships out there. So yeah, I'm ready to go on a cruise.
With us, time is of an issue, but I think for more with us, and we'll just be honest and open, it's more money. I think all of us, we just don't have money. It's more. I love to go on a cruise. Have this itch to scratch to go to Walt Disney World. It's just we want to do it. We like to do it. It's just. We don't have a lot of money.
Mike Whaley's grandfather used to have that article from that 65 paper.
Oh my gosh. If anybody can find me that article, I want that article instead of just, it's copied all over. It's one of the world's famous articles of all time.
It's one of those things that Doug would love to have as part of his paper collection of anything Disney.
Yeah, because the following next day was the press release where Walt, the governor, all said, yeah, it's me. And who knew that was going to happen for you Florida people? So that'd be cool.
So Ben just sent me a text. He got home after we went to dinner. We went to In-N-Out Burger for dinner, and he is now working on an edit for Life with Ben, which will hopefully be going live on Tuesday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific. I will be on here again tomorrow doing another episode of PTV JuLive. And then we will be transitioning into August by doing your daily dose of Disney. So with that in mind, we have about 5 minutes before Jeff, Dole Whip Dad, will be going live with his interview with the co-founder of StreamYard. So everyone, when you go on over there, make sure that you go on over there and you just tell him that PTV sent you. We would love to thank everyone for being here.
JuLive is really over.
I can't believe JuLive is just about over.
We were just talking about.
But Stacy, I do promise we will continue
with percolating over some ideas.
Yeah, I will be doing your daily dose of Disney. I'll figure out how to do it. It won't always be live, but I will definitely figure out how to make sure that we get you a video every day somehow.
With the white glove on.
The white,
I have my gloves.
White glove treatment from PTV.
Go back to our 5 hour and try to scrub and see something about toilet paper. You guys, now I have another signature thing. That's a whole story. I don't want to bore everybody about our toilet paper, but it goes back to 2004. There's a story behind it. Mike, that's great for sharing that.
Farm Elfmatic, thank you for being here.
If it wasn't for getting damaged, I would have that article. He would have handed it down to me. Yeah, there's newspaper articles that are significant in the world, and that was one of them.
And the last thing I'd like to say is that we do now finally have a post office box. So it's all listed in the description of this video. So go back and take a look at it. Just take a look at the description. You'll see the post office box. Now, we might even be making a video about announcing the post office box. But in the meantime, everyone, thank you so much. Go have a magical evening for what's left of it. If you do go into Jeff's stream, I highly recommend it. He's going to answer a lot of questions about StreamYard and streaming for your content here on live streams.
We all need to get educated. So again, thank you.
Thank you. We will be seeing you
and support.
Again tomorrow. Your love and support means everything to us. Thank you so much, villagers. We really appreciate it. So go out, have a magical evening. And have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, everyone.
Love you all. Thank you.
Good night.
Bye.